Hey guys, back again here. I figured today we have a unique opportunity to look at what a window sticker from a geostorm looked like back in 1990. This car that I bought actually came with not only the window sticker but also the owner's manual, which we will talk about shortly here. So again, this car cost me $350. Let's take a look at what came standard with this. And you can see 1990 Geostorm Sport Coupe, 1.6 liter, white exterior, blue cloth bucket seats. Now it does mention a 3-speed automatic. However, if I come down to the standard equipment here, you can see that it has a 97-inch or 97 cubic inch 12 valve single overhead cam engine, 5-speed manual, power assisted steering, which does not work. It's got front disc brakes, rear drums, front stabilizer bar. You get the idea here. So you can read some of the things that it came with from the factory. Dual sport outside mirrors, take a look at all of that. You can see that it gives us the gas mileage. Now this says 1993 Storm. That's the automatic, so I'm going to assume the manual does get better. It does say 5-speed automatic with overdrive right there, so that's kind of interesting. And you could see the base price of this car, $11,530. Now it still says 3-speed automatic. I'm not sure what's really going on with that. Air conditioning included, AM FM stereo, total grand price for this vehicle about $14,000. Pretty cool to still have this. You can see Fujisawa, Japan. Fairly interesting to see this window sticker from so long ago. Pretty cool. Now the other thing that it came with was the owner's manual, which is in surprisingly good shape, and you can see we've got a nice little road atlas here. Wonder how much has changed since then. There we are in Chicago. So we got this nice little road atlas, and then we have the owner's manual, which is kind of interesting, 1993. I guess I still don't know what year this car actually is, but nonetheless, great shape, color manual. That's something that I will reference pretty often. And then finally, take a look at this. You'll see that it did come with this plastic key. It's like a little card that you can take out of here. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed. And then if I ever lose the key, I can just take this and get a copy made. So pretty cool that they included things like this. Maybe they still do. pretty sweet. So we've got the owner's manual and then that. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what's actually wrong with this vehicle. What's up, buddy? This is Remington. Let's go ahead and walk out to the storm. Oh, interesting. As you guys can see, a flat tire. So one of the tires that I bought on these rims is flat. Now the most major concern to me is obviously the window. You can see I got it taped up here. Definitely needs a tune-up. Biggest thing, most critical so far, wheel bearing needs to get fixed. Looks like majority of these tires are struggling to hold air. So this whole axle needs replacing. I'll try to get a shot of it in action while it's moving. If we go on the inside, see no radio. Biggest thing are the floor pans. Let's see, I don't know if you guys can see this. 1 second here. If I put the camera down, oh, you can see yourself. And you can see how rusty this is right here. So quite a bit of water getting inside. There's the window regulator that is broke. So what can we conclude here? The floor pans at the moment are partly made out of mirrors. Pretty incredible. See some damage to the dash. So floor pans are a major issue. I pull this up. I'll have to get in the light and pull this up and see exactly what it needs or what's going on with that. But there is a mirror down there, which is kind of weird. This window does work. So those are the major issues. The window is something I have to deal with due to all the rain that we've been getting. The axle with the bearing is something that we may look at today. I need to get the power steering checked and then we will do a tune-up on this. So will this run again? We'll see. I may end up putting the old rims on until I can get some new tires for these guys right here. I'm going to fill them up with air and see if I can get it in the back, and then we'll go from there. So that's kind of what's wrong with the vehicle itself. As you can see, a pretty decent little vehicle though. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Look at this guy laying down on the job. So I'm sure he'll be back there with us. This has been what's been taking up my garage, unfortunately. Absolute nightmare of a suspension change. So let's get the truck pulled around, fill up those tires, and get to working on the storm. Alright guys, so first thing I'm going to look at is this window regulator. You can see that the window is pretty loose here. It is still connected to the regulator, but I'm going to take it out and try to prop it up with something for the time being, due to the fact that we've got a lot of rain going on. You can see we've got this plastic here, which I'm going to take off. Don't need that anymore. Also, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a screw here, here, up here, and then we've got the actual kind of regulator mechanism itself, which doesn't seem to be screwed in at all. So that was probably one of the issues. And so let's go ahead and take some of these screws off and see what's happening here. I would like to be able to get the window out. I think it's just attached in two spots underneath here. Yeah, so there's two screws holding on the window, it looks like. Question is, how am I actually going to get to them? There's one. So let me run and grab another screwdriver, a longer one, and then we will go ahead and take this out. There's one screw that's in here that I'm going to get, and then another screw right here. It's tough to see. I'll show you guys eventually here. That holds the window on. So I'm going to run and get a regular screwdriver and attempt to get this window out of here, at least so that we can get the regulator out as well. Alright guys, we're back. I've got a screwdriver. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you could see that guy right there. Oh, go lay down, buddy. You can't come out here. Let me set you guys back up. So I'm going to start by taking out the screws. There's one. And here's the other. the screws right there. Hey, Remy. Looks like we're gonna have to wrangle the dog up. It's gotta go to the bathroom, of course. All right, go. Bet. Go, 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 go. Goodbye. All right, where were we? I would allow him to sit out here, but unfortunately, we have Chicago alleys, which are pretty dangerous. So the door should be unhooked, or the window. So it looks like we might need to take the mechanism out first. So let's go ahead and unscrew the rest of these. Where's my screwdriver at? Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. Let's not strip it. There you go. A little bit of a pin issue in the door. So there's the screw. Doesn't really want to come out of there. Let's see what else is going on with the door or the window. There it is. There's the glass. Do not want to break that. See, here's the glass. This is pretty much the mechanism that broke right here. So let me set that aside. Now we should be able to get this regulator out pretty easily. And here is the regulator itself. It looks like possibly the screws or the wheels just came out. You could see you've got wheels that go back and forth, which don't really roll anymore. And one of them seemed to have popped out. So maybe it's fixable, we'll see. Although I don't know how the wheels actually come out of here. May have to bend these little, I don't know if you can see those tabs at the end. That's the regulator itself. Doesn't look like it's in that bad a shape actually, so this might be salvageable. And so now what we need to do is figure out some way to prop up the window. So I'm going to figure that out and then we'll get back to you. Alright guys, I'm back. I think this actually may be salvageable. Not sure if you can see that, but there's those little tabs. And I pushed those back out, and let's see if we can bring this wheel out. And there it is, just like that, back in there. Oh. Now we do need to make sure that it does not come back out. There it is. That's the whole assembly right there. Although it would go more or less like this. That's kind of the spot I think it fit on. So with that in there, I'm just going to take this and clamp these down. Kind of difficult to do on camera, so let me get back to you when it's done. Alright, so you can see I just hammered them down a little bit, and now this slides back and forth. Doesn't fall off the track. I should probably do it a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and get it in there. Or maybe I'll try to get this a little bit better, just so I don't have this problem again. Alrighty, we got it in there. Let's go ahead and toss this back in. I don't know if I necessarily have screws for a crank. That fired up first. I'll get that other screw in. Oops. Uh-oh. Gosh, guys, I'm not sure if this is the way that it goes. Let me try to fit this a little bit. Alright guys, so I figured it out. I just needed to crank it in the other direction. I still don't know if it's going to work. I guess we'll find out here in a second. I'm going to screw in the rest of these things. I don't know if I should be screwing in the window first. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I do need to screw in the window. Need 2 screws for the window. I guess maybe just 1 for the crank at the moment. Interesting. Trying to see if I can take a screw from something. What is this for? Uh-oh, big boy. Oh, I need that. Maybe. So that's the regulator. Alrighty, the regulator's on. Actually go up and down. I guess we'll have to see if it goes up and down. I'm not positive if I'm missing more to this. I do see a guide on here going up. So let me look at it a little bit more and I'll get back with you. So I just wanted to show you guys, I got the window in. Regulator is working, however, I do need to fix the little guide pins that bring it up along the track. I don't know if you can see those guys. Put some duct or electrical tape just to try to keep as much water out of the doors as possible. But at least it's up and sealed. Definitely nice to have another window. It looks like it's going to rain, so we may not be able to get to the axle today. Check back soon. More updates on this little guy. See you next time.